Hey everyone, welcome to Two Car Pros. My name is Ryan, and today I'm going to show you how to replace the license plate bulb for a 2005 Ford Focus. This is a very easy and simple, straightforward repair, and all you really need is a 10mm socket or wrench. With all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. We have a license plate bulb light out, which is technically citable by the constabulary, so we need to work on getting that other bulb online. And if we're changing one, you should really just go ahead and change the other, because they do come in packs of two. So where you're looking now is actually the other side of the trunk lid here. All right, we're gonna take a 10mm socket and undo these nuts here, because we have to remove the fascia piece that actually contains the bulbs. And there's 3 of these nuts, and 2 of them are obvious and one's a little hidden. There we go, there's another one. And our third and final one's actually hidden behind this little plastic cover that we can just pinch from both sides and remove. You can see it gleaming brass right there. So you only need to remove this nut here, not this one. So just the one. So with all those nuts removed, we can go ahead and gingerly remove our fascia piece here. Luckily the lock cylinder stays in place, so that's neat. Peel back some of this insulation. So the plastic sides of the connectors just pull out. These 2 need to stay attached, but these plastic ones can be removed so we can change the bulb. Because these are held in basically by spring pressure. So might take an implement of leverage to get them out. Set that aside. I'm gonna do both of them because we're already here. And these bulbs are the same age, which means that this one's probably on its way out next. And I really don't want to do this again in a few months, so might as well get both of them out of the way. The bulbs we'll be using today are a Phillips 12844. I will leave a link down below in the description to these exact bulbs. They are a direct replacement. Now I know a lot of people like to make fun of me for wearing gloves, but this part is kind of crucial, and I don't see how you would do it without gloves. You want to wear gloves because your body naturally excretes oil just due to being a human. And if that grease were to get on here and the bulb were to get hot, it's going to create hot spots. It's going to deaden your bulb quicker. So if you're wearing gloves, that's not really going to happen. And some people have said that it can also lead to catching fire. I've never seen that, but some people say that. So the way you do this is you load one side in and then push the other side down as well. And there's little holes in these tangs where the points of the bulb kind of sit in, as the ends of the bulb are actually pointed, so it has a little hole and it just kind of sits like this, and then you can drop the other side in like this. It's a little hard to see down in there, so I'll use my hands. Drop in one side and then just push down the other, swing that into place. We know that's installed, but we need to test it too, so we can go ahead and replace our ground here. Okay. So we can see that we're having a little bit of a connectivity issue with this side. That bulb I took out might have been fine, but if you can play with the connection like this, and it kind of turns on, that means that it's not getting a good connection somewhere. So I'm just going to clean the contact points, and it should be fine. But most likely yours is going to look like this, so you're ready to put it back together. So all I've done here is taken some sandpaper and cleaned off our connectors here, and that should solve our problem. And you know, I thought this was soldered on, but it's just another connector. And it should solve it. So let's go ahead and try it. So what happens in this situation is that in between the connectors, little bits of corrosion get in between here. Especially if you live by the sea like I do, and you know, little bits of salt water, little bits of saline, little bits of just general stuff that's in the air gets in between here and causes that connection to not be so strong, so it goes out. All right, we can go ahead and replace our fascia piece here. Feed the wires back in, make sure you line the insulation up. Luckily it has little guide holes on it, so that's cool. Oh, I have it on there we go. And it only goes on the one way. So it's sitting in there, but the backing nuts aren't on it, so you're gonna have to hold it while you open the trunk. All right, we can go ahead and replace our 10mm nuts here. Can't forget our cover that hides the lock cylinder. That's essential. No one wants to see a lock cylinder. There we go. So that's how to replace your license plate bulbs. They're really easy, really something that anybody could do, and doing this on your own is going to save you a bunch of money in the lifetime of owning this vehicle, and you know the job is done correctly. All applicable links are down below in the description. Make sure you're subscribed to catch more of my awesome automotive content coming out very, very soon. You've been great. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.